What you are about to view is a chronicle of myself, Edmund Gaunt, and my companions as we try to discover how magic fell onto this realm. You will see battles, you will see wits, politics, and much more. This is not a journey for the faint of heart. Beware of what lies ahead. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Fate Awakens, episode 24.
Wow.
Last time, Edmund went and found himself a nice library for a change. The group visited
You don't know that yet. I know that. He doesn't know that.
Yep. The group visited a nice perfume shop.
Not a perfume shop.
Not a perfume shop. Went and got some objects through some shady alleys. And then went and got a few drinks at a tavern.
Not a few drinks.
Yeah, with a few drinks. And then Edmund walked in, sweaty face.
Always a sweaty old man walking into the door.
All right.
What is an old man if not sweaty?
It's always the sweats. Walking around everywhere.
Moving on.
So, Edmund walks over to you.
And I'll be nice. I'll pull out a chair for you. I know you're a little aged.
Thank you. I have quite a bit I've learned as you all were drinking, apparently.
We also were
We've
searching
had a
for...
very productive day.
Yes.
Thank you.
There was also drugs. Okay.
Well,
I got new armor.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You're wearing it, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, you all were
On our own side.
caravanning around the pirate town.
Sounds
was there.
judgmental, but
I found some information that is both incredibly useful and not ideal.
Tell us a story.
About 20 minutes outside of town, there is a mansion that belongs to a high elf named Desiree.
it's kind of a slutty name.
there it is.
Good old Desiree.
Arena doesn't actually say that, but is thinking it loudly in her head.
So much the audience hears.
So much that the audience hears.
It's like in the office style one-on-one. Arena's like, that's kind of
Of course, the story should be like, so how slutty is Desiree? Anyway, tell us about Desiree. What did she tell you?
About your new friend.
Can I read her mind? That's what I'm looking at my spell list for. Desiree, her father, Welford, and her grandfather, Falus Freyan Folkson, are all a family that has kept their magical abilities throughout the last several hundred years, despite the recent cracking of the pillars.
A magical bloodline, okay.
Yes, but the most
Family sorcerers.
the most concerning thing I've heard is the pillars themselves were created by quite a large group of very powerful sorcerers who belong to a bloodline. the grandfather, Falus Freyan Falkson. And I presume every other pillar was...
This is like when old man's telling you a story, and you're like, what is going on? It's like when your granddad's telling something, you're like, I don't know what's coming next. Please.
He had to use his entire body and his power to create the pillar. He was a material component necessary, along with presumably 12 pillars per circle for 12 sets of 12.
So there are...
So 144 powerful sorcerers were used and sacrificed themselves to shut off magic from its realm.
Why?
For what reason?
Rifts, perhaps.
For what reason, I'm not sure. But Desiree has invited us to her mansion
It's generous.
to
Jethro's dream.
research and meet with her sister.
Desiree has a sister?
Sentiment.
Y'all nasty. Edmund, not that I am the, best example of gaining trustworthy allies, but how do you know that you can trust everything that Desiree has told you?
She's the only person who's actually knowledgeable. Ruby herself goes off hearsay, power. Desiree, presuming she tells the truth, which I'm not immediately assuming she does, but I've been reading through her library for most of the day. And man, that just sounds dirty. I've been reading through her library. Like, I'm gonna start using that.
Talk about her material books did you crack?
Turn in her pages.
Breaking in the spine.
That's a worn in, really.
You really got to...
So this is the mature episode.
Red,
That's
it's
that's
been
what-
read many times.
Yes.
Really gotta wet the finger and just.
Stop!
Read these books alone with others.
Is this like a group, like book club, book circle?
Stop!
Her private collection. Quite extraordinary.
Oh, and there's a sister.
Okay, I think,
Grab it.
above table, let's all take a second and reset.
How many books did you check out?
Edmund, back on table. Edmund, please continue.
Was the back cover any good?
Stop it!
That was his fault.
These are deemed sanction jokes.
The awkward section was the autobiography section. Not quite as...
Oh man.
So her sister.
We're invited. Her sister's gonna show up. She's gonna do some shit.
Whoa, you're gonna have to elaborate on that.
Both of them will be there at the same time.
Tomorrow, or within the next 2 days, I believe her sister will arrive, so we'll have time to do anything we need to do in town. And we'll follow through to her house to really learn what we're dealing with.
Why did she offer this to us? Just because we said we're interested in helping? Does she seem desperate for the assistance?
The offer did not come from her, really. I was inquiring about a large selection of books. Someone in town told me she had such an acquisition.
Okay.
I arrived. Her father, Welford, had actually been to my library in search of a book. We exchanged information. Through conversation, we discovered this, and I had mentioned the hidden pillars and the pillars outside of Aussie Ruin as well, at Fane Moor. Through discussion of what she had, I delved deeper.
No.
I was
You
interested in
started
what
it with she's
intricacies she had within her.
100%.
And were the books that you looked at large books or small ones?
Quite large. Dense as well, heavy.
Oh, much knowledge.
Arena kills herself.
Oh man.
So you're dead now?
Yep.
Suffice to say, Cicera is quite a bit more talented than she is, and will provide us with more in-depth information.
Edmund, after
I think we ought to go to bed.
I've had too much to drink.
Too much.
Let's
What they put in these drinks?
You know, Edmund, that was a lovely story.
Edmund, thank you so much for telling us all of this.
I really think
Anyway,
I'll better process this in the morning.
I think we should all regroup.
That was a lot of world-shattering
Yes, perhaps a
revelations.
bit of self-reflection should provide us with some more clarity.
Let's just read our own books tonight.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna finish my drink in one and head to the guild hall if anyone would care to
Yeah,
accompany me.
Is Irene sweating? Or
Are you?
What?
Is Arena sweating? I know Hannah
Am I
is. Is Arena?
sweating? I don't know.
what's the
What is-
temperature like outside?
What is
Probably
your
not.
interest in the
It is warm
library?
outside.
yeah.
It's pretty hot.
I think we see
I feel like
Pretty high.
Irene is
All-
pretty interested in
all the other
libraries.
characters are pretty interested in the library. We just gotta know your interest. When you coming along, there's gonna be a dude's trip.
I will come to the mercenary hall with you because I have no money to pay for
It's a guild hall.
Guild hall.
Get it straight.
I mean,
they don't like
it's
to
a
be
guild
called
hall, a guild of mercenaries.
They don't like to be called mercenaries.
Edmund's definitely going to stay not at the guild hall.
You're staying at the tavern.
I'm staying at the tavern, not at the guild hall. For
Okay.
Sure. I don't like Ruby.
So at this point, I'll probably
My sneaky deaky missions. get
after our
honest.
drinks plus probably whatever. Like I'll just flip another gold coin to cover maybe the room and anything in the morning.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how much a room is.
Much appreciated.
Man, we are really bad at staying.
Would you like to change?
Oh no, just keep it. We'll probably
So we're covered.
order something in the morning.
Like the next
Much
month.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Place is cheap.
Okay, so I'll head down to the guild hall.
So you two,
So us three
Yeah,
are
it's
staying
the
at the
same group
tavern,
as last
Tavern.
time.
and y'all three are at the.
y'all three walk. Okay. So you three finish up your drinks, go upstairs. You three, not knowing where the guild hall is, roll a perception check.
Don't you think it should be a disadvantage since they're intoxicated?
17, 18,
No.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Or that they've never been here.
13.
13. So
16.
you guys look around,
Comes wrong.
not knowing any idea what you're looking for, just kind of looking for a sign that says guild hall or anything to do with Ruby.
Secret assassin skill.
You don't find anything.
Giant room.
No, even with the 22?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm just gonna
You
take
spend
this out and start flipping it while we walk around.
okay. You walk around for an hour,
I say your cup.
and and then all of a sudden, you feel a quick rush on your neck.
Then I'll turn.
You turn, you don't see anyone. Y'all see from where you're at. When she turns, this guy just kind of follows behind her back. Everywhere she turns, the guy's behind her.
Arena, this man is
You got a little Klingon.
is following you.
Yes, I'm hoping that he'll take us to the guild hall.
You turn around and he just smiles at you.
I'll smile back.
Does he look homeless?
Is it a she?
Oh, it
Is,
takes,
is this a common? Is this what the Ruby has taught you? You use the coin to find her people.
Oh, I've tried it before and it's worked before.
he takes out his coin, puts it back on his pocket. Would you like some help?
Sure.
What do you want?
To find the guild hall.
Ah. Who are your friends?
We were all on Ruby's ship. She told us we would find accommodation where we needed it.
Or cool. I'll vouch for myself. We know the lingo.
Yes.
Follow me.
We'll follow him.
You follow him. He goes down an alley, opens a unmarked door,
Is this Shady Alley 1, 2, or 3?
like 12.
Oh. I gotta remember the list.
Radio 3.
He opens the door, and it looks like a blank room. And he smiles at you and closes the door and leaves.
That was not helpful. Perhaps we are-
I'll tell you what's not helpful. Opening your mouth at any point. So I'll look around the
Hands
room.
on your
burns.
What are you looking for exactly?
Any kind of, I guess, hidden door or anything, or I'm listening really hard. Am I rolling investigation? 19.
Okay. As you walk around, you're feeling the wall. Your hand just slips straight through a wall.
Okay, I'll walk through that wall.
You see her just walk through a wall.
Logical conclusion.
what?
Is Irina a ghost or what is?
I'll pop my head probably back through and be like,
You just see a
"Are you guys coming?"
Is this some kind of magic you are doing to come through?
Probably.
I'm not doing magic.
I'm gonna walk over and just like try to touch the wall where she's at. So hit the wall.
You have to believe.
Do I have to run at it with books? Irina, this is not a magic that I possess here.
If
If I were to make a suggestion, it would be to just follow me.
I got a suggestion.
I think I need a coin. If I try to walk through, do I just hit a wall?
Yeah, you hit a wall.
I think it's the coin.
Oh.
I think it's the pass phrase.
Irina, your coin must be giving you power.
What's on the other side of the wall?
An extremely large hall with torches lining every 6 feet on each side, and a large red rug that has gold embroidery on the sides that go straight down the hall.
You know what, Paul?
Are there
This
people
isn't too
there?
bad.
No people.
Okay.
Let's
Can I,
flip
like,
it.
can I like flip my coin back through the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it back through the doorway.
The torches go out.
The coin flip comes through.
The coin comes through. You grab the coin?
I'll do that.
You walk through. Torches light up as you walk through.
You left? Oh.
The coin comes out, hits the ground.
Okay, so I just hold this coin and I walk and I can go through this.
That seems
Oh
to
my
be
god,
the play.
we're not there. You just have to do it. You gotta figure it out, Bogram. I'm not there.
You smack nothing.
Oh, this is very strange. Okay, I'm gonna walk through.
You walk through, the torches turn back on.
This is strange. Take this back. I do not want this anymore.
Not mine.
Serena.
I'll give it to you.
Are the beds going to be like this as well? Do we have to?
Almost certainly.
Should have stayed at the
I'm just
tavern.
messing with Voldemort at this point.
Right.
You walk down the hall. As you walk down the hall, lights seem to turn on in front of you and go out behind you. At the very end of this hall is a large trebuchet.
A what?
Trebuchet.
I'm sorry, I have to Google a word.
Yeah.
Exactly what we did it perfectly.
It's like a catapult, but better.
It's
What?
Yeah.
Oh!
In front of this trebuchet is a portcullis that goes straight up.
Look at all these middle words we're using.
Can you look at portcullis?
Portcullis. Portcullis.
Imagine iron bars like a jail cell, but they go up and down.
Like the old castle
Yeah, castle.
gate that's just drawn up.
Okay.
Like a lattice kind of.
I knew what that was. I just.
So now that we're in education,
For the listeners.
So I
Okay,
guess
they
I'll
were
try
the-
to pull the trebuchet.
you don't pull the trebuchet. It is large.
Yeah.
No, you pull that.
People die off.
Luckily, it's not loaded.
So can I walk through the portcullis?
It is open as you approached it. Yes.
Why do
Okay.
you have a trebuchet inside of a hall?
Yeah, I
What
don't
kind of
know.
logistics of
This
that?
place is so
I
extra.
guess I'll keep going.
As you walk through, you are now in a large open courtyard that has. You can see this guy in front of you. This courtyard has one large tree in the very center, and there are a fruit that you don't recognize on this tree. And there are
Dragon.
4 other portcullises going in different directions around.
It's just a kiwi.
Are they all open?
Come quick.
All of them are open as you approach it. So if you approach one, it opens up.
Do you know that cashews grow on a fruit?
Okay. So,
We're following you.
yeah, I understand. I guess I'll go grab a fruit off the tree, or try to.
Okay, you're able to jump up and get one.
Okay, I'll just pocket that.
Okay.
Don't you want to taste it?
Sure, I'll take a bite of it.
Are there other
Yes.
people around?
Not right now, no.
Tastes like
You take a bite.
Sure.
Immediately, 3 shadowy figures jump out from the tree, surround you, and you are being held by very almost black-robed, black-masked figures that are now holding you, all 3 with daggers on your neck.
I'm glad I'm not there, but I was still able to closure. That's what I'm for.
I'm just gonna yell out, unhand her!
I'm gonna sanctuary.
Everybody calm down. I'll say in that voice, weapons away, Fulgrim.
Why do you like Ruby's fruit?
I didn't put sanctuary on.
Stop.
Only little devil.
I did not know better.
We're real dumb.
Is this not the lodge for the Ruby Guild?
This is the hall.
We're looking for rooms and accommodation. Would you help us?
You should have asked.
There was no one around.
There's always someone around.
Now we know.
No one that made their presence known.
Exactly.
Well, now your presence is known, so the fruit did prove useful, didn't it?
Yes. Damn. Now, do you have a way to pay for this fruit?
She's confident.
You sure it wasn't a level of bard over there?
Huh?
You sure it was a level of bard over there?
I've been trading with Ruby for a while. I'm a
Okay,
little,
we're
I'm a
not
little,
fighting,
little
not
big
just-
for my britches.
They're also glowing for 1 minute.
So I'll say, yes, how much?
Take out your hand.
Thanks.
Take the dagger and cut into your hand deeply so you bleed.
Not even a
They need to
flinch.
make a wisdom save if they're going to try to attack her. But it's
Oh, no.
Sanctuary.
10.
They feel like they should not do that.
Okay, the next one tries. 15.
No way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
it's exactly. Wait. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Perfectly did not count yet.
So the first one just stops and takes his dagger back. The other one just goes like, the other one looks over at him and just like slashes your hand really quick.
1 of 5,000.
Not gonna flinch.
Okay.
I'll just hold it.
All right.
That's a constitution.
Is that all?
Maybe? Like, you're like, I'm not gonna. She's been coming.
The other one says, now that you've asked, follow me.
Thank you.
He walks you back down the hall you went down
See, kids, what
and walks through a wall in between 2
Stay in
torches.
the tavern.
Ah.
Always leaving the bar.
I go up to Bulgrim and I just say, you ever feel like it's a side character and someone else's adventure? Because I just feel really ignore
This is all very much over my head. I'm not sure who to trust or what is happening. I simply wanted a place to sleep tonight.
Well,
And now we have it.
Yep. As you walk through here, you see another hall with doors on each side, and there are people walking all around this area in normal common clothes.
is there still like torches and stuff?
There's torches and everything. It's the same furniture and like carpet theme and everything like that.
Are we trying to lay low or stand out or neither?
We can do whatever.
Okay.
So what's this place look like?
You guys are with, I mean, you guys aren't
We
technically
were.
part of the guild, so you could just go to bed.
I mean, we were invited, so
Yeah. Y'all are more than welcome to be here.
Is it like a big building or
I
are we
feel
just
like
like
they should
a...
have expected us.
So you're looking through a hall right now with multiple doors on both sides.
Okay.
Same torch pattern as before and same carpet on the ground. It's just skinnier this time. It's more of a side hall opposed to the main hall that you were in before.
Okay.
Just back to walking.
And there are multiple people walking around this place.
So I'll stop it in my life. Do you know where we can rest our heads for the night?
Yes, any room that's not taken.
Alright. So let's go start looking for rooms.
This Ruby Guild is quite large. There are many people here who are part of this guild. It's more expensive than I expected.
It is. Everyone has their own peculiarities, so if things seem strange to you, you just have to roll with it.
Well, my whole time on this part of the country has been rolling with strange customs, so. Dominic, would you like to room with me tonight?
Might as well.
Would you like to join me in my bedchambers?
So do you guys find a room?
Yep. First one that's open.
The first few you'll go into are all open. It's like no one sleeps at this time.
I might stay in the hall for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel out of place, so I think me and Bolton are just kind of.
Alright, before we go to bed, I'm gonna do my nightly ritual and pull out my dagger and say some prayers.
Okay.
Oh, you guys can pray together.
You actually might be the first. Never mind.
Now I lay me down.
Seriously.
Are you out in the hall still?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just kind of observing everybody. Seeing if there's anybody that I recognize or what was it that Ruby said to me before I left? I forget. She said something kind of.
She says things. Yeah.
She said something and I don't remember it because it was a session and a half ago.
I don't either, honestly.
Yeah.
She said,
Close the door. Keep going.
Yeah. Keep going. Okay.
So roll a perception check.
Okay.
Kiss me, you fool.
21.
21. Okay. Nothing seems out of the ordinary here. There is a little gambling game going on a few doors down on the ground. Looks like they drew a few circles with chalk and they're playing with some dice. You've got someone that walks straight by you and he's just tossing a dagger up and down, just flipping it. The dagger is very basic, nothing fancy about it.
Because I told that dude said that he wanted a dagger, but I'm pretty sure he meant a dagger like my dagger. But I also don't know. Man. I'm gonna stop that guy.
Okay, you do.
Do you mind if I ask where you got that dagger?
You're kind of given out as needed.
Sure. Where did you get it? Who gave it to
The
you?
armory has about a few dozen.
Would you mind showing it to me?
The dagger or the armory?
The armory.
Come on, I'll show you.
please show me your weapon.
So he walks you back to the main hall, past the trebuchet, takes the right portcullis, and
So specific.
as you go down this hall, same lights go on. They come on in front of you and go out behind you. He walks through a door to the right, and you see a huge armory with multiple chests, a lot of blades on each side of the wall, multiple varieties of weapons, whips. There also looks to be another chamber in front of it through a...
I'm sorry, did you say whips?
I did say whips.
I want one as a weapon.
So in the chamber in front of you, you notice there's almost a torture chamber. There is a table with a small table next to it with multiple blades and twisted screws and multiple torture devices on it. And you also see blood all over the ground in that room. Well, this is our basic armory. There's another one down the hall, but we are not allowed in there.
Oh, why not?
Well, you have to get specific permission from where we do it.
That might not be so hard to get.
Good luck. I only know 2 of them that can get in there, but
How
you're
do
welcome to everything in here.
You know, it's funny between giving.
How would I be able to prove that I had permission?
Ruby will hand sign any letter.
Okay.
And that's as far as I know.
I'll say, would it have anything like this? And I'll take out the dagger.
Nope.
No.
Sorry.
Well, that's okay.
That's really pretty though.
Thank you. So as we go out, I'm going to... What weapons did you say there were? There were whips?
There's a couple whips. There's plenty of blades of all varieties. Scimitars, daggers, short swords.
I'll just grab a dagger that I see that looks decent.
Okay. They're all freshly sharpened.
I'll grab 2.
Okay.
Okay. So I have 2 spear daggers. And I'll follow him back to the place they were.
Okay. You go through. Everything seems to automatically open as you walk up to it.
Okay.
And you get back to the wall with all these bed chambers.
Okay. Then I'll go find a bedchamber and meditate.
You do so. Alright. So everyone wakes up in the morning.
Could I have
you're
a quick conversation with Falcon real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. Just before we go to bed, you said you're doing your prayers. Do you explicitly like call out any of the gods, or is it just like on your breath? How's that go?
No, I pray to. We have a handful of gods that we ask to watch over us in my village. None in particular. The god of hunting, the god of battle, the goddess of luck,
We talked about.
Avaya. We also ask to be protected from some that are less desirable. There's the god of war, Kerith, and there is the devil of greed, Avaricia. We
I'm sorry.
often ask to
Aha!
try to avoid.
I'm not there. I'm not there. I know.
We just pretty much blanket statements.
Donald goes a little bit catatonic for a bit. What was that? What was the last one there?
There's a devil of greed, and her name is Avaricia, but we ask that she not consume our hearts.
Huh. We'll come back to that. And I like a reboot, try to remember what my original line of thought was.
Do a hard
I
reset.
am interested. Obviously, I pray to Avaya herself. I am curious. I know a bit of her history. And a lot of culture, she's known as the goddess of bad luck, as well as good luck.
Well, she has many names. There is the Viayam, I believe. It's Viayam. Yes, she is the other side of the same coin. It represents the god of misfortune. But with luck comes misfortune. Sometimes we say a prayer before hunting that we will stumble upon a great prize.
If I remember my early history, there was one nation that found their faith in her, and they prayed to her and they gained her favor. There was another nation that chose another less powerful deity to sponsor them. Avaya obviously won out, and when the two nations fought, the victorious nation or realm, I'm fuzzy on it, but they saw her as goddess of good luck. The other one, she was a bit of a demon, gained the name of bad luck.
Yes.
So,
Well,
the
I'm
same person.
not a historian in my tribe. I just know the stories that we were told as children, and we always pray to her before a big hunt or before. Sometimes there's combat between members.
I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. You're better spoken than I had expected. And that's on me. That's not on you. I shouldn't make assumptions.
He's just racist.
But you pray.
Either way, I brought this up. I know you're a bit untrustworthy of magic. From what observations I've made, obviously you have your own reasons. I don't mean to force anything. But a lot of what I do is protections and wards and curative measures, reactions, things I can do to make you better in battle. Would you, if it comes to a fight, are you comfortable with me helping you? You seem to be familiar with my
Well, I will take all the help I can get, of course, but
Just wanted to make sure that's...
this is not something I'm used to. We help our fellow warriors in other ways. In combat physically, but most of our prayers are just customs, part of our culture. Stories, bedtime stories, children are told by their parents. So I do not place much stock in it, although I do feel that this magic that has re-entered, well, it has only caused destruction, in my opinion. Although some of these gifts that you have seemed to be able to control can perhaps be useful. So I am unsure yet how I feel about it all.
I feel like I know everyone else's opinion on it, but I just wanted to make sure it was okay with you. I picked up a couple things recently that I haven't had a chance to use that are a bit unorthodox or could be shocking. So in the interest of not maybe not having a moment in battle here, I could, if with your permission, and I'll touch your forehead with 2 fingers. And I'll bend down and touch the bottom of your foot with 2 fingers, and 2 of these glyphs appear, and they kind of one flows up and one flows down, and then I'll motion up a little bit, and you hover 5 feet in the air, and you just start levitating.
Is this?
I'm levitating.
What is this? How will this be useful in battle? I cannot move.
Maybe. I'm just saying this is. That's why we're having this conversation. I'm not saying it's useful in battle, but maybe there's something you can't climb. So this is probably the most shocking thing I can do. And I mentioned now, and you fall down.
Well, if we are being honest with one another, something much worse than this has happened to me, actually. When the rift opened over my village, I became quite angry. I attacked many of the creatures that were coming from up above in the sky. I became very enraged, and when that happened, black tentacles erupted from where I was. It was strange. I could not control it, but it grabbed friends, foes alike. It was quite disturbing, but since then I've tried very hard to avoid such things. That they've only served to confuse and cause problems for me.
If it's concerning for you and you're afraid it might happen again, I have ways to. I might be able to help a bit. Maybe ward you for some things, and if you completely lose yourself, I can just throw you 30 feet in the air and have you hover there.
That is fine. Yes, if it comes to it and something happens that is I cannot control, tentacly or otherwise. Could yes, perhaps you could help in this way.
Just have to say the word. All right. Well, I'm beat.
Yes, same here. Do we? Do you want to be big spoon or little spoon in bed here today?
With advantage.
So little.
Oh, good. That is.
There's 2 beds.
We put them together.
Put my axe on the other bed, tuck it in.
Yeah, my pack on it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we're good.
We're good.
All right. So you all wake up in the morning.
What's that cannon do?
There is a
You don't know. You're not there.
there is a crow at the bottom of your bed that you all put together.
Domik, there is a bird in our room together.
There's a bird in our bed.
That is
It's holding a litter.
specifically a crow, even.
Perhaps it is a message.
That seems very well reasoned.
Yes, I'll go to the crow. Is there anything tied to its foot?
Yep.
Unroll it.
Very well reasoned.
Oh. Yes, okay. Well, it was for me. And, things are not good in my village, so perhaps we should hurry today and find out what Edmund knows.
All right, let's find Irene. Keep going.
I'm probably up long before.
Oh, there she
you
is.
are.
Rita's been gambling all night.
Looks like she's been up long before us.
4 hours.
So, Rene, we must regroup. How was your evening?
Fine.
Good.
All right. All right, let's go. While we're walking, are you cool with me levitating you every now and again? the conversation that we have as we're walking.
As you walk out.
Yes, that's
By the way, y'all can't get out. Y'all hit a wall as you walk out.
So I'll just
stuck
flip the
here
coin
again.
back.
And do the whole process again.
Yep.
This daisy chain of
Yep.
magic
change through the.
passcode.
You all three are awake as well.
I lost my access to the
actually-
hotel. Can't get into the con.
I'd like to, before going to bed, tell Jethro I want to talk to him in the morning, and I would like to have a bit of a private conversation with him
Okay.
as we wake.
Sounds dismissive.
Alright, so in the morning you wake up and go to his room, or?
Yeah,
Can you wake me up like earlier?
probably. You're going to be upset.
Alright.
You're going to be upset when I wake you up.
All right.
Sweet.
Because I probably didn't sleep much.
Give him little butterfly kisses, please.
No. Knocking on the door, like, super early.
You have like bottles
Jethro,
like bottles like knock over.
Jethro, that was early.
I come up to the door in like just my underwear, and I like open. Are underwear a thing in medieval times?
Loincloths.
No, it's something. I got breeches like undergarments, you know.
It's not hanging out.
I'm not free balling. And I open the door, like rub my eyes, and I've got a bottle in my hand, like already. I'm like, what? Well, what could you possibly want?
I think with that bottle in your hand, you might need a sip of that for what I need to discuss. I've been kind of thinking about this for quite some time. If you got a moment, I'm hoping.
I motion him in, and then I kind of like clear a space on like the other bed where I've thrown all my clothes in my bag, and, like clear a little spot for him, and I sit down and I take a drink. Go ahead.
So, Jethro, we've encountered some crazy things, right?
We have.
I mean, we some fish folk, some beings made of fire. I've seen you shoot some things out your hands.
Yeah, I do that. I do that now.
I haven't really fought anything outside of animals and or people inside of an arena.
That is accurate.
I always hear you talking, you know, amongst our travels, even before we got to Aussie Room. You talk about your goddess and things that she can provide for people.
Yes.
I don't expect myself to go out and talk to a whole bunch of other people. I mean, hell, you haven't heard me talk much more than what I'm doing right now.
You're a man of few words, Randall.
So
I like it that way.
I just don't know if your goddess could accept someone like me into her ranks.
So I immediately obviously perk up, and I kind of like, and I put the bottle down, and I'll grab my book. Sorry, continue.
Like I said, as someone who probably couldn't go talk to a whole bunch of people, like, what does your goddess do for people like me? Kind of simple.
Luckily for you, Remdo, she doesn't require all that much out of anybody. And you know, maybe if we're lucky, she'll even speak to us now, and she'll bow with me, and I'll put my hand on the shoulder, and I guess call it out to Avariccia.
What are you saying?
I'll just say,
I will look at him, but like this type, like
and I'll say,
head down, but looking at him type.
like
to see what he says.
Avariccia the Keen, Duchess, I'm coming to you now as your humble servant, and I bring a worthy subject for your inspection to be filled with your.
You are now silent.
My lips are still moving.
Yeah, your lips are still moving. You look over at him, and he's like just moving his lips. With his lips moving, an old Chinese movie starts to like play.
Yeah.
This fool says you.
Am I hearing this?
No, this is coming out of your mouth.
Oh, this comes out of my mouth. Okay.
As you're still like saying your words
Okay.
down to yourself.
Words ain't matching my voice. Got it.
Nope. It's an old Chinese movie now. Or Japanese, whichever one it was.
Am I looking at him or you?
Looking at him, you're looking at me, you hear him.
Yes.
Let's try this.
So, as his mouth speaks, the words that come out do not match his lips.
Okay.
This fool says you were looking.
I'm not doing the mouth thing. Go ahead.
This fool says you were looking for guidance. Now, as you are completely dead-faced, stare at him, his eyes now look red and remind you almost like cat slits.
Oh, that's nifty.
I think not much of guidance. I'm just worried I'm going to be useless in the future.
How can a fighter of your caliber be useless?
I say.
And a female voice would.
If someone were to strike me with lightning that we saw leaving the monastery, I don't think I could get within swinging distance of them.
Are you wanting a little assistance?
I guess I'm just lost on where I fit in with the group. You have Jethro, you can shoot fire in a black color.
It's black and red, but yes.
Black and red. I have to get right up next to someone.
I think I can help you with that. How would you like to stand a distance and still be able to fight as well as you do up close?
I don't think I can leave. It's hard to say. I just kind of... You know, your eyes look crazy right now, Jethro. I just...
I think you're none of this. Am I hearing his voice?
You are like not even there. Last thing,
Am I catatonic?
you're completely like not yourself. It's like you blacked out.
I probably haven't recognized yet, but...
All you know is his eyes and his voice has changed.
I just think...
And it's
Maybe Bobrum and Rene might need someone up close with them. I don't know. I assume I'm just a little lost, and I don't know how to help the group. And if we get into something that has crazy range or shoots lightning or hell, the blackish reddish fire, I don't know. It just... I guess I'm just lost.
You see Jethro's face smile, and fangs that Jethro didn't have before are in his teeth.
This is nifty. I probably look dope right now. I wish I was there.
I'd probably back away if you, like a step. I'd probably take a step back, yeah, for sure.
Okay. The female Jethro speaks up again.
It's a better Jethro, let's be honest here.
I like this one better.
I can provide you more strength, power, and distance. You can fight just as well up close or a few dozen feet away. I'll let you shoot beams of energy just as Jethro does. And be able to strike with your sword up close.
I mean, does it take some sort of, like, talking like Jethro does? I'm not really for that.
You do not need to talk as Jethro does. But I would like you to announce that you are my champion.
I mean, I've been champion for a couple towns. I don't think that's much to talk about.
I want you to be my champion of Avaricia.
Like, do I have to say that? Like, I'm champion of Aricia? Shit, I didn't think it was going to come out like that.
Avaricia.
Avaricia.
Close enough.
Close enough.
You can just call me Duchess.
I'm the champion of the Duchess.
What you hear say?
It is.
She holds out a sword hilt that disappears in his hand.
Oh, hey, here you go. Here's a sword hilt.
Does it look anything like mine? What am I looking
No.
at?
You see a brass hilt, almost like a curved upward hilt itself, or guard, I should say, a curved upward guard, and lots of symbols in a language you don't understand.
Like, do I have this all the time, or what happens with this?
This will be my blade to you. If you accept this, you become my champion.
Do I have to accept this right now? I really didn't think things were going to escalate quite like this. I just wanted to talk to Jethro about things
Listen, man,
and possibilities.
I made magic happen. You can accept it now, or you can just disappoint me. I am offering you power beyond anything you have ever felt before. Talk about it, Mom. Talk about it, Mom. Talk about it, Mom.
What kind of power are we talking about right now?
Here we go. He's on the hook. Redo, my champion.
If you've seen through Jethro's eyes, you've seen what we've come against so far. A being made of complete fire that I don't think at that time any of us could have destroyed.
No, but with this power granted to you that I can only give you, you can rival gods. A mirror being of fire is like an ant to you right now. The arenas will be just a thing of the past, as you will be champion of every arena you step in.
That sounds... I mean, I've already been champion of everything that I've encountered so far.
But you're going to be my champion, with powers that only I can grant you. And this blade will be the proof. All you gotta do is switch your hit die from a D10 to a D8. It's easy, bro.
I have one question for you.
Oh, here we go. Of course, my champion.
Are you able to talk to me or tell me about what is going on in Snook's Quay right this moment?
Of course I can. I can be anywhere. But I can only do that if you become my champion. Go it.
So we should call this a coin. Actually,
You have a coin. I mean, theoretically speaking, we don't actually cheat at those levels.
so,
You know what I'm saying? You can put on the coin flip?
yeah,
Okay.
50-50 here. The
What's the space?
castle type is the heads,
Swords.
and then that is
Tails is tails?
swords and tails.
Which is which?
Castles and swords.
Castle is heads, but what's heads?
Swords.
So heads, you become champion.
Yeah,
Tails, you reject it.
it's unknown yet.
Okay. Damn coin. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Flip the coin.
I'll try to flip this to where it lands on me.
Flip it in the middle.
Alright.
Oh, God. Heads, he becomes champion, right? Son of a bitch.
I think if you can't give me definite answers, I don't think I can give you one.
So close.
Do you miss your mother? This is all coming out of your mouth. You have no idea what's going on.
He's back alone. He's back.
I think if you knew who I was, that would go, or that would not need asked. Of course I do.
Would you like to speak with her again?
I mean, what person wouldn't want to? I mean, that's why Draw left.
My mom's dead.
And he had to see his dad. There was just that chance, of course. Anyone who lost a mother or father would want that.
Oh, Rendell.
Pull the trigger, baby. Pull it.
There are connection. The more power I can give you, and with more power gives you the ability to speak with your mother.
So you're telling me she's alive?
I'm telling you that I have the ability to speak with your mother. I have seen her with my own eyes.
I grabbed the hilt of the sword.
Yes!
Like before she even finishes that sentence, I grabbed the hilt of the sword.
You grab the hilt of the sword.
What did we guys?
Alright, you do it immediately. This dark black steel blade erupts from it with spikes pointed on the backside and almost a curvature.
Like scimitar type? Or?
Almost scimitar, but more longsword.
Gotcha.
This blade has etchings around the side of each side of the blade.
Above
And
you.
then
Can I read these etchings? Are they in abyssal, infernal, or celestial? Or the weird languages in the book?
and as the sword erupts, his eyes are no longer cat-like.
Am I back to me?
And you are now mumbling your prayer still.
Oh yeah, so no, that's all I needed to ask.
Yeah, bro.
That's okay. Rendell,
He's holding a sword.
where did you get that, friend?
What do you mean? You were just talking. Why's your voice deeper?
I blacked out for a second. I'm not gonna lie here. I think I may have had a little too much to drink.
Hey, something.
Did I miss something? Did you have that before? It looks.
You
It
and
looks
I have a lot to discuss.
Do they look familiar?
It says Champion of Apparition on it in her script.
Can I take it from you? I'm sorry.
I'm offering it. Yeah.
The blade disappears. And it's just the hilt.
Does the hilt have writing on it?
It says Champion of Apparition on it.
Can you read it?
I have no idea what that says.
Actually, you didn't before.
If you have.
But now I do.
Now you can read it.
you can.
I mean, until I grabbed it, it didn't say much. Now,
This is the one moment I'm gonna grow serious. I'm like. So she talked to you too, huh?
yeah, you have red eyes.
Yeah, I know it happens. It's an interesting development. I assume you're with us now? You're part of the crew?
I mean,
And my book is out on my. I'm not my book. I'm not gonna take it down. I'm gonna things up. I had my book out in front of me when I asked this. So you're part of one of us now?
Is the book open or closed?
Close.
Okay.
I mean, I took the sword. The other one
I
offered it.
wish I could have talked to you. So I'm sure she informed you that these hours come at a price.
Actually, I didn't hear much about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part either. My soul is no longer my soul. It belongs to her now.
All right, well, I could
So,
eventually. I'll be able to talk with my mom.
I'm sure. She got you like she got me, so I guess fair's fair. Did she mention the souls at all? Anything about souls?
Honestly, if she did, I don't remember it because she brought up my mom.
So, here's what I've been charged with as I pull out the jar. I'll pull out the jar. And it's like glowing like purplish white inside.
I don't think I've seen this yet.
You haven't noticed.
Probably been too involved in the
You
combat.
noticed the jar on his hip. That's about it.
So she's commissioned me, and I'm assuming you as well now, to gather souls of the fallen. So anytime someone dies, you gather the remaining soul. And gathering them here, that's sort of how she gains power. So assuming that means you're part of the collection crew as well.
I mean, maybe I don't have to say all the things that you say all the time.
No, that's not really the important part. I gotta
Maybe if I just do it with this, I'll grab the sword back.
Okay. Sword that does not appear yet. Blade does not appear anymore.
Well,
I
I don't know what I just got into, because
But
neither did I.
you didn't feel whole when you gave it to him. When you took it, you felt whole again. Something was missing when you gave it to him.
So she got your soul, bro. Yeah, it's not a happy ending, I don't feel like. But if you get to see your mother, I suppose that's the best we could ask for.
I didn't quite think this talk was going to go this way.
Neither did I, if we're being honest here. So, I guess we'll keep this between us. I'm sure the rest of the crew would not be too excited to hear about it.
I don't think... Have you noticed that Renee's been keeping track of you?
Yeah, I noticed. There's not much
Well,
about it.
I don't think I should show this. And, I will put the hilt away, kind of tuck it behind me.
Okay.
Well, we have to ask ourselves this question. You know the conversation we had in the boat. She's receptive of our situation. Or I guess it is our situation now. So she understands, but I wouldn't say anything to anyone other, definitely not Dominic. I don't fully trust Bulgrim, and Edmund has got enough on his plate, so if you feel the need to tell someone, Renee is possibly your only ally in this situation. I've come to the conclusion she's not quite as good as the others.
I mean, her and I both have the connection with the Ruby Guild.
I agree. And as we've discussed, when we were on the boat, she could prove to be a very worthy ally.
Yeah.
Especially now that you were in this twisted game with me now. Perhaps we should let her in on it, but let's wait for the right time.
Alright. Well, I mean, most don't expect me to talk much, so I think on my
I think
end
it's
it's
the
time
talking we should be worried about. But when these new powers begin to
I will
express themselves.
I will try to just use my regular sword.
Okay.
Until...
Whatever you think is necessary. I won't force you on the subject.
I think maybe we need to get Edmund and kind of meet up with everybody. This has
He's probably awake by now.
already been one heck of a morning.
I agree. And I'm going to take another drink from my bottle, and then I guess...
Hey, can I have one of them?
Nope, that's all right. And then I guess I'll get dressed, and we'll head out and get Edmund.
All
I'll
right.
head out before he gets dressed.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
won't watch him get dressed.
I already had my unders on. All I got to do is put the rest on.
All right. So as you all leave your rooms, waking up, you guys start traveling back to the tavern.
I go over. Edmund?
Ah.
It's time to head downstairs.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was just reflecting on some of what I read in the journal. Is the rest of the group here yet?
Not yet.
Who knows? We'll meet.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
Perhaps some
We're not downstairs yet.
Perhaps some breakfast then.
Yeah, breakfast,
All right.
definitely.
There's
think
some
that's
like
a good order.
dry toast and some like jarred berries.
I'll spread the berries on the bread. I don't care. I'll eat it. It's not the worst thing I've eaten.
It's very stale and the berries have lost most of their flavor.
I reflect on
explains so many things.
Helena's breakfast and go, my wife, I miss her. And as I eat this shitty fucking
I do
breakfast.
miss Helena.
Chef is
You're
like,
one
bro,
meal you had.
get your own bread.
Helena cooked for 14 people in the morning, you know. She
Yeah,
was
he
great.
looks upset about it. I think I would much rather have the breakfast I had at your place at one time. Than this.
Are y'all talking
right here
shit
is-
in front of the bartender?
I'm not.
We're at the table. We're not like saying like, I hate your fucking breakfast, mate.
What is that?
That was okay.
Mate.
That was an Australian.
Down on you, mate.
when he's rude to
I
wait.
wanted to make it clear it wasn't us.
So we
you think
walk
Australian
in.
people are rude?
Yeah.
Walk in after a
Some
couple
other
minutes, yeah.
Australian
Edmund's
buccaneer.
speaking in an Australian accent and barking at me.
I think it's a dwarven
Which you've
accent
never
from the
heard
world.
before.
Good morning. I trust you all slept well.
I slept great.
Good.
Bed was a bit uncomfortable, but
I didn't complain.
Remdil, not enough sleep?
No, I don't think I slept very well. We've got a lot ahead of us.
Yes, we
Certainly.
had an interesting evening as well.
Big word, Pilgrim, I know.
I know it's a lot of syllables in this language. In common, in Orc, it's only like one word. But
It's also one word.
What's that?
We had to travel through illusions,
This
and
is
there was
hard,
a
guys.
hidden place with people with knives, and it was a lot to take in. But if we need a safe place to stay,
Yes, the guild hall seemed quite impenetrable by non-members.
well, are we considered members?
It's
Remdil and I are considered members.
they let us in.
it seems like it seems to me like we were welcome, but not exactly in any higher favor than any of the other members.
I did not have to kill anybody. So
So, should I inquire about any goods that may be lent to us? I
They
would
had,
be able.
they had plenty of weapons.
So I shall go there today, perhaps, and.
I would be happy to take you.
Do you use
No, alone would be fine.
Well, you could
Well,
not
I
get
could
in
not
by
get in
yourself.
without the special coin that Rene carries.
I think you need a chaperone if you're not directly tied
Well,
to the
if they
organization yourself.
Wish to override Ruby, I suppose they could do that.
I'm just saying, it's
No,
like
it's
you
Ruby's
literally
system
can't.
that's in place.
You literally can't get in.
Yes, it is.
like a
You can't even talk to them.
Magic.
I think it's I'm with you, Edmund.
Ruby and I seem to have an understanding, although I have no frivolous gift.
I
That's
feel
the other
like if you
option.
if you were to bring it up with Ruby, she would offer you a deal and give you a coin, and probably end up on the better side of that deal.
But you can all do
I've
magic.
gotten much more than a coin from her.
Yes.
You
Well, on
know what I mean?
from what I can see, the coin is what matters.
Perhaps you could use your magic to
uncomfortable.
make more of these coins.
Power complex aside, what is on the docket for today? What's our goal for today?
I have some surveillance work I need to deal with.
Already?
Yeah.
I have one more idea to throw out there. Perhaps Osas is the center of all of this. He understands how the pillars work. He is part of the sorcerers who.
I do not believe that Osas understands how the pillars work.
But his journal is the one that has shed so much information on how.
It shared his perspective. We
Yeah.
have no reason to believe that any of that is based in a deep knowledge or understanding of how the pillars actually work.
That's a fair point.
He's arrogant
We do need
above all things.
You know him better than most, so.
Yes.
Well, he also has information that Ruby wants, which means his personal journal had more information than Ruby did. So as far as the pillars go, he is a better source than Ruby. Now Desiree
I don't
has
think that we were comparing.
Desiree has yet to be seen as a reliable source.
I think the takeaway here is we should be careful not to take anyone's word as gospel.
Fair, but if we go to Desiree, find out what she knows. If there is nothing more that we can learn from her, I would say that the six of us could perhaps capture Osas.
No.
Hey, did you
Believe
see what
that's
he was
possible.
doing?
No, it was very fast. We had to run through a portal very
We
quickly.
have absolutely no chance against Osas, even by himself.
I'd wager perhaps if
I disagree.
the amount of help that he's given us information, assuming it's true, perhaps Ruby would be willing to assist us.
If this Desiree has
know we
resources,
Don't necessarily enjoy working with her, however.
I
mean,
assure
we
you
can't
that
jump.
Desiree has more magical ability than Ruby. By far. She teleported me to the nearest pillar.
And she is an
That's
ally.
not being questioned. It's not questioning who's more
I'm
powerful.
not
or who
questioning
has
anything. I haven't
more-
informed you of this yet.
I feel like
I am telling you now.
It's
You have not learned this yet. Desiree teleported me to the nearest pillars.
She is powerful.
She has the ability of apparently Ruby's most powerful sorcerer who died against Osas.
which is
She has the power of
I mean,
teleportation.
maybe they can just go there
And her sister is apparently more powerful than her.
What if you can just travel and not combat? He shoots blackish red fire. You do things that help people. I've seen you do some crazy things too, but
Lit an
if they
entire
can just jump,
airship on fire.
they can just jump. But what do they do afterwards?
I think that our best chance is to have as many people working together
that's
as possible.
that's what I was gonna say. We need to be the
Allies.
glue. We need to unite
All right.
a lot of powerful sources
Well,
because
Desiree
this is bigger than any
here,
of us.
so we are here.
No, I know. I just had to inform her.
That's
No, I
good to
appreciate
know,
you,
and we need
yes.
more. We need more of that.
perhaps we should continue looking for those gifted like we are and uniting them because any amount of power could be useful.
First,
I'd be happy to serve as a liaison with the guild so that we can have as much information across the board as we can gather for ourselves.
is perhaps if there is someone we need to capture or interrogate, your guild could help us.
Possibly,
I
but
think I can help
I
with
feel-
the interrogation.
I think
I feel
Arena
the-
might be able to speak better than I can, or at least as we're holding the coins.
I feel the guild itself is our modern information source. Desiree, hopefully, could be our past information source.
Now we just need a future.
And now, together,
Fortune tellers.
we need to practice our abilities or somehow hone them. Like Osas did. Without being corrupted from the pillars. Perhaps learning from Desiree, because she's not siphoned the pillars and still has become powerful enough to teleport. Or Ruby, who has trained Arena. We need the training from both, depending on our specialty, to grow to a point where we can either capture or kill Razine.
Yes, agreed.
I'd also like to ask, I know you've had close contact with this Desiree, but am I the only one slightly concerned by the fact that she is so knowledgeable about these pillars and has such immense power?
No.
It's her family lineage to work with these pillars.
Are you concerned she is one of these sorcerers as well?
I'm not making that implication. I'm just
I think-
stating that maybe she could be using us.
I think that your concern is understandable and reasonable.
We can't know until we meet
She's
her.
extremely powerful and close to these pillars, and we've seen what people who are powerful and close to these pillars become at Osas.
I agree,
If you
I
meet her
agree
and
that
she
we
is-
have to be really, really careful.
If we meet her and she is corrupt, we would just destroy her.
We've been
Arena
We'll
lived
have another conversation.
We've been actively
Arena lived in the monastery for how long and didn't know Osas was? I mean, you thought he was bad, but you didn't realize the
I
full
know.
extent.
Exactly.
we've been actively working with an assassin's guild. So any sort of
Ruby, go.
Ruby is not a good person. Working with bad people, as we established much earlier,
Yeah.
is a necessity.
We're
I
going to
agree.
have to.
Now,
I agree.
people, people
Desiree,
aren't just
Agreed.
good and bad.
Desiree did not come to me. I simply was told by someone in town that there was someone outside of town that had books.
Dominic, perhaps you could perform the same enchantment you did before to find out if she is good or evil or
That's fair. Yeah, I could do that.
I think you already did.
I would trust.
Desert.
No, not to
You've
Desert.
not, you've not been there.
I went to Desiree
I've not
alone.
met her.
Let us go together to
to Desiree.
Desiree.
I would trust Dominic's guidance on that one.
Yeah, I went to Desiree alone. So
It's not this person is a terrible person, this person is a good person. It's just a feeling. But yes, I can certainly do that.
I think the combined abilities of ours to
And-
judge.
Again, to wrap up my feelings on this situation. I traveled south here to meet all you at the behest of the priest above me. He didn't give me any reason. I did not know why I was coming here, but clearly we all met. Not to sound,
For a reason.
Don't say the word.
I think it's quite clear we are where we're supposed to be. I obviously have my own beliefs, and I don't try to push those on other people, but this doesn't feel like a very fortunate or favorable situation. But I think we are doing important work here.
I agree. So for today, what I can do is I can go back to the Mercenaries Hall and maybe not divulge the information that we've been given, but try to see if anyone's found out anything of their own.
I think we should be playing our cards close to our chest.
More information is good, yes.
I think we need to find more.
Perhaps
Two people are part of the guild. Will that come back on you in a deathly way?
No,
I don't.
I don't think we have the luxury.
Betraying the guild.
I'm not betraying the
I don't
guild.
think we're.
The Ruby has sent us here.
She told us to get information.
Yes, I'm simply saying since they are apparently part of it.
I would not be betraying the guild, and I am confident in my abilities to say only what needs to be said. Nothing more.
So your loyalty lies to Ossirun then?
My loyalty lies to myself and my friends.
Which is Ossirun, where you're from.
It's more than Ossirun now.
I'm not from Masaru.
Also not from Ossirun.
Also not from
I'm from
Ossirun. Also not from
I'm from
Ossirun.
Snakes Cray.
So your loyalty lies to...
Is anyone else's loyalty in question here?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie a little bit here. I mean, but anyway,
Yours has always been.
mine's always been in the same place, and my loyalty is not changed.
I just want
I feel like
everyone
yours
to
is
go.
the only loyalty that has changed. That's why I'm asking. That's why Edmund's asking.
Well, you can only believe what I've told you. My loyalty lies with my friends and to myself.
Yes, if Rene had wanted to kill us or hurt us last night, it would have been the perfect chance to do it, but we were within the Ruby Guild, all of the mercenaries were there, we did not know how to escape, we could not escape, and she let us live, so perhaps, her honor is not in question tonight.
Well put, Fulgrim.
Perhaps since we have worth, we're allowed to live.
Yes, that is how
As
the
soon
world
as
works.
we lose worth.
The point of my earlier monologue was to say that we all need to be here and we all need to be united. I don't think we can do this if we're missing any other person or if we are at each other's throats. We need to expand, not...
I'd say for today's
opposite.
agenda, let's attack things from different angles. I think we all have things to bring to the table today. I personally have my own leads to follow. We can take the Ruby route. Perhaps you can visit Desiree again, take someone with you, and just see what we can dig up. If we can put many hands into this, perhaps tomorrow we'll have doubled our information. And then we can make another plan tomorrow.
It sounds like we have a free day.
I don't think making plans longer than a day at this point is feasible, the way things are changing. Yesterday we came into the city expecting to go to sleep and do nothing, and then today we have so much more. Things change on a daily basis at this point. Perhaps we take today's actions. I will be remaining within this tavern for today. Perhaps we each take our time to do what needs to be done. Let's try to stay in groups for safety purposes, but other than that,
Yes, I have pledged my loyalty to Remdal here. I will protect him as a favor.
When did...
a little sus.
So,
Right before.
Yes, I believe I'll be staying with Jethro to inquire about the woman across the street.
Well, that'll make about 4 of us. If I did my math right.
That is, yes, Remdal.
I have been there. It is a strange place, for sure.
I do believe that some of the criminal enterprise passes through here, and I believe that that might be a strong lead if they have information.
In my time, we all put our hand in the middle, and we stack them on top before a big day, and then we...
I'm not doing that.
Dominic, would you care to accompany me back to the Hall of Mercenaries?
Why not?
Remdel, could he borrow your coin for the day?
I don't see any problem with that.
Thank you. I will make sure that it is returned to you, person.
I appreciate that.
All right. You all go about your day. You four sing at the tavern. You two making your way to the Go Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to stop the episode there.
Damn, that was only one episode?
Thanks for watching that, viewers. If you like this episode, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And ring that notification bell so you get notified every time we post new content. If you want to know more about this series, the campaign is on this box right here. And you can follow our latest interview, which describes each character's backstory and their background information over here.